All over the Rams, 45-6 to win their 7th straight game. Here's the man of the hour, quarterback Lamar Jackson, after his career night.
I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, and we taking the game at a time. I'm not worried about MVP, you know. If it come, I'll be satisfied, but I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. That's a team award, and that's what I want.
Coach, are you surprised Lamar is this good in year 2?
I am surprised, and I look at this a little bit as year 1 because it's year 1 with Greg Roman, and to me that marriage is the perfect marriage. And when they decided to elevate Greg Roman to offensive coordinator and pair him with Lamar Jackson, that makes a ton of sense. And Greg is one of the best that I've been around in terms of developing runs and developing quarterback-driven runs, and he does a great job with that. In terms of the passing game, I thought he made some nice throws. My favorite throw that he made was the comeback on the left-hand side. It's those type of throws that I'm looking for from him to see his development as a passer. A bunch of the other ones, you know, shallow cross, things like that, those aren't as impressive, especially based off the coverage he's getting because they're trying to stop the running game. But the marriage between him and Greg Roman, to me, is a perfect fit. And that's why I see this working as well as it has.
I'm surprised for a number of reasons. One is how early he's having this level of success, and the other is the levels to which he's getting. I believed in Lamar Jackson, I think, more than most going into the draft. I never would have thought he could win a league MVP, ever. Like that to me, when Deshaun Watson was coming out of school, I said, okay, that guy one day could be an MVP of this league. It would not shock me. I desperately wanted my Chiefs to take him. Instead, they took Patrick Mahomes. I'm perfectly happy with it. But Lamar, I said, when I saw that Josh Allen was going where he went, and you had 4 quarterbacks go in the top 12 picks, and then you went pick after pick after pick, Lamar's not taken, I thought teams were making a mistake. It was not because I thought he could be the league's most dangerous weapon in year 2. And I don't know what the future holds for him. And I know that's your concern with all of these quarterbacks. And by the way, the quarterbacks in Dak's class, most notably the top 2 picks, Goff and Wentz, is proving the let me wait to anoint them model correct, because Goff has been terrible. Wentz has been really bad this year. After we saw both those guys have years not quite as good as Lamar's, but close to Lamar's. So I understand that we don't know what he'll be in 2023. But right now, what he is unguardable, the way he's playing, because in addition to the running not deteriorating at all, he is becoming a better passer, and he is able to see the reads that he's getting from the defense because they're afraid of the run. And yeah, a lot of them are his first option easy read, but they're damn effective. And they were effective last night against a talented, desperate Rams defense that had no answer for what they were doing.
I'm absolutely shocked. I mean, I had 2 main concerns. One was the passing. I was not impressed with the way he passed the ball last year, especially in that playoff game. And I looked at it like the Chargers are the one team that is seeing him for the 2nd time. And they completely shut him down, especially in the first half, the first 3 quarters. So, and you said it, what you said is scary. He has a long way to improve as a passer. So if he does that, then who knows what this could be in store for us. The second concern was this summer when John Harbaugh said, so he was asked, will he run 139 times like Cam Newton? And he said, take the over. I'm sorry, I didn't think he could survive. He took 2 big shots last night. One kind of running up the middle, one on the sidelines.
One of them was real late in the game when I didn't even know that he should be
so that was 3 then, because I saw the 2 I saw were in the first half. But I'm surprised, and I felt like this is why you have not seen this before in the NFL. Because I don't know if we've seen a runner like him, but we've seen great running quarterbacks, whether it was in college or some guys in the NFL. But I didn't think you could stay healthy long enough or long term, even a full season like this, especially at his size. So I'm very surprised.
Well, we're not through the full season. We've seen a bunch of situations where someone's quarterback gets hurt the week before the playoffs or a couple weeks before the playoffs. And look, if you're going to expose your quarterback to this type of punishment and the type of runner that he is, he's not avoiding contact. He enjoys contact, and that's great. And it galvanizes the team, and it excites everybody. I just don't think it's sustainable. The law of averages is that you're gonna get hurt when you get exposed to this type of contact over and over again.
But aren't you comforted in what you've seen him be able to do in the pocket, that if for some reason that aspect of his game is cut short, the progress at least he's made between last year and this year, being able to throw the ball, his accuracy, that he could rely on that if they do have to slow down his running a little?
I think that it will have to get better, but I think we have seen enormous progression from year 1 to year 2. He is saying and said all the right things about his commitment to getting better. That's the part of him you love the most. That, yes, I don't think he's a player who, the moment he is not the most electric running quarterback we've seen since Michael Vick, his production falls away. I mean, hell, we even saw Michael Vick post-dogfighting when he was with Philly, when he wasn't the great runner, turn into a much more polished passer, almost won a league MVP. And I know this might sound heretical to you, but I think longevity and sustainability might be a little overrated if you're this good right now. They're paying him nothing. It's not like they're committed to him for 100. If he gets hurt, they're ruined.
I think you're right, except if you're Lamar Jackson. Wouldn't you want longevity and sustainability and a long-term contract and to be rewarded for the things that you're giving to the organization? And it's fine. It's fine from a team perspective because you have a chance to win and win big. And if that's the goal, okay. And look, that's everybody's goal. But I don't know how long-term...
You marry up his career goals with what they're trying to do right now.
The team goals. And historically, when guys get paid a lot of money, they tend to run less because they make business decisions and they want to keep that contract. To me, the games that we've seen have been played on the Ravens' terms. And if they can play games like this where they have the lead and they're comfortably ahead, that to me is a perfect formula. If it becomes a situation where the whole stadium knows he has to pass, they can the running game isn't as much of a threat. The defense is being threatened. That to me is what we have to see.
It'll be good to see them down 10 points.
That's where we have to find out how much he's developed as a passer.
Does New England, because the only team I've seen, I mean, Kansas City, we'll see if they get it together.
Yep.
But New England is their biggest threat to a Super Bowl. Do they have the personnel? We know Belichick can come up with something, but do they have the personnel to stop him?
Yeah, you're going to have to try some different things, and maybe it's an extreme amount of pressure. So if you can't match up against these runs, which are unique runs, and the runs that you don't see very much week in and week out, so you really got to prepare differently. And if you try to match up with all that stuff, you're not going to do a very good job. It's a little bit like playing New Orleans on defense. You can't match all the things that they do, so you may take the approach of just pressuring and try to blow up some of those runs and not let